right, Cossack Crazies, welcome in. We are here at Flynn Field in Madison, South Dakota. This is the opening round for the Volga Post 114, the Senior Legion squad in the South Dakota Senior Legion State Tournament. Our Volga boys will be taking on the Phils of Del Rapids, Post 65. It should be a good one. Thanks for having me, everybody. Thanks for letting me do this. This is fantastic. It's been a long summer with my family, as you have kind of been following along a little bit, show here and there. But we're here at the opening round of the Senior Legion State Tournament. You can hear a little breeze going through the microphone. There's not much I can do about that. It's blowing straight out of the northeast today, right into my face. I've got my tripod strapped down as best I can. The iPad should be fine there. But we've had a slight delay today. It was supposed to start up at 10 a.m. this morning. The rains kind of put a bosh on that and pushed us back to 2 p.m. And you can see the managers and the umpires having a meeting at home plate right there. So we're going to go through some starting lineups here in a bit with the PA announcer. But a 2 o'clock start, finally, the Senior Legion State B Class B State Tournament. About to fire up here in a few minutes. Before we send this to our PA announcer, which is right next to me, by the way, we want to thank our exclusive presenter. Thank you so much to all these guys. I've had some of these guys join back on for year 3 of Saul's Media. But our exclusive presenter for everything that we do here on Saul's Media, Bankstar Financial, with locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton. Bankstar provides a big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. 100 years on the bright side. Bankstar Financial, thank you guys for everything you do for me and supporting Sioux Valley Athletics on all of these Saul's Media broadcasts. We're going to lead the starting lineups to our PA announcers. They are brought to us by CC's Bar and Grill, downtown Volga. Amazing Chislik burgers, chicken, and more. If you've got something going on, they have a huge banquet room as well. So think about wedding receptions or a wedding itself, graduation parties, birthdays, reunions, anything you can think of that you need a big space. Head on down to CC's, downtown Volga. They'll take care of you there. Our first pitch tonight is going to be brought to us by Bell Brands, my regular employer, and the makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. It's good to be back on the sidelines, everybody. Like I said, it's been a long summer, man. A lot of transition for the Salzman family, but everyone is okay today. That can change in a hurry, but for today, we're all right. And I have the opportunity to be down here. I've officially cleared out my work schedule for the weekend, so as long as these Post 114 boys want to keep going, I'll be here calling it, and it should be a lot of fun. Getting ready for, I think our national anthem is coming up around the corner. They'll do the starting lineups around here. We'll just turn it up for the PA announcer to take care of all of that for us, but it should be a lot of fun. Post 114, if I saw correctly on Game Changer, 15-11 on their season, but they had a great run through the Class 6B region tournament. They ended up losing their first game to Clark Willow Lake, but took them out in the second game and won the championship for Region 6 and became the entrant. Is that the word for it? Probably not. There's got to be a better word for that. But they become the Region B participant. So I think our umpires are kind of pointing at the PA announcer. I think we're getting ready. We'll do a Star Spangled Banner on the field. There is a huge opening ceremony that the Legion loves to do, and with the rain and everything being pushed back by 4 hours, they're going to give the opening ceremony probably a different day, I would imagine. Maybe that'll happen tomorrow. There's our PA announcer. I'm going to hand it over to him. Don't go anywhere, Cossack Crazies. Sioux Valley Volga Baseball coming up next.
State Class B Senior Baseball Tournament. Sorry, fans, if we're a little late, but we are getting underway shortly. Game number 1. The visitor on the scoreboard, Del Rapids Post 65, And the home team on the scoreboard, Volga Post 114. We will introduce both teams in their entirety. We ask that you line up on their respective baselines as I call your name. First of all, the starting lineup for Del Rapids Post 65. Leading off, the first baseman, number 2, A.J. Brandenburg. Batting second, the right fielder, number 17, Kenny Swanson. Batting third, the third baseman, number 3, Ryan Brandenburg. Batting cleanup for the Phils, the center fielder, number 11, Connor Hansen. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 8, Gage Bunkers. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 16, Caden Borns. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 7, Jake Heinitz. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 1, Hayden Kapar. And batting ninth for the Phils, the left fielder, number 20, Tommy Leloy. On the mound, for Del Rapids, number 6, Eli Gullickson. And now the reserves for the Phils. Number 5, Knox Cooney. Number 9, Brett Thorson. Number 10, Walter Harrison. Number 15, Owen Bollock. Number 21, Charlie Bollock. And number 22, Gosling Bunkers. The assistant coaches are John Brandenburg and Drake Eastman. The head coach for Del Rapids Post 65 is Danny Miller. And now the starting 9 for Volga Post 114. Leading off, the left fielder, number 7, Isaac Skolin. Batting second, the third baseman, number 16, Broden Teskey. Batting third, the first baseman, number 17, Brett Milton. Batting cleanup for Volga, the center fielder, number 1, Braden Dan Thiessen. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 22, Wyatt Hart. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 4, Tate Stephenson. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 24, Trenton Schmidt. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 41, Reagan Schwartz. And batting ninth for Post 114, the second baseman, number 11, Kellen Tucker. And now the reserves for Volga. Number 33, Max Jenin. Number 20, Andrew Gunderson. Number 27, Miles Antonin. Number 2, Cooper Teskey. Number 8, David Euchre. Number 52, Kay Hout. Number 45, Wyatt Nelson. The coaches for Volga, Ben Fleece, Brock Teskey, and Jason Skolin. Our ball boys for this afternoon are Gavin Bruns and Michael Becker. Fans, your umpires as assigned by the South Dakota American Legion. Behind home plate, John Kirchner. At first base, Scott Corton. And at third, Thomas Nichols. Fans, please stand, if you're able, face the American flag in the northeast part of the stadium as we honor America and those who protect our freedom at both home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Fans, the colors being presented now by Madison Post 25. After the national anthem, please remain standing until the colors have been retired. Veterans and active military not in uniform may salute the flag.
there you have it, Cossack Crazies. A fantastic opening to the first game of the Class B Senior Legion State Tournament here in Madison. A little breezy, a little cool today. There's some sweatshirts and blankets. Who'd have thought we'd have seen that at the end of July after we just went, 2-3 weeks of 90 degrees plus? One of those days in the last 2 weeks had a dew point of 80 degrees. It has been warm, hot, sticky, messy, sweaty, everything else you can think of. But today, this is high 60s, maybe 70 degrees today. And that's how we're going to start our tournament. So, thanks for having me, Volga. It's going to be a good one. Our Volga Post 115, they are the home team today, taking the field. Pitching today for our Post 114, pitching today, Wyatt Hart, number 22. You can see him warming up on the mound. Rest of the lineups you heard through our PA announcer. That was nice of them to do that. I was able to just kind of turn my mic up and let him have at it. So, should be a fun one, a cool one. You can even see some of the players out there having, long sleeve undershirts on out there. A lot of blankets and hoodies out here. It's like a football type of weather today. It's fantastic. I'll take this rather than 95 with a dew point of 80. That's ridiculous. So for the remainder of the game today, I kind of got to give you updates. We've got a lot of baseball players that are in state tournaments. The amateur team starts up their postseason tonight. We'll go through all of those. I'll give you all the information I can. I got info on my phone. I've got, it's almost like we need a team of broadcasters to do baseball as well. Just crazy. I've got my tripod strapped to the bleachers, so it's going to shake a little bit, but it should not fall over, which is good. That breeze coming out of the northeast, maybe it's straight out of the north, and this field kind of sits hitting towards the northwest. It's a stiff breeze. Gust to 20, 25 maybe. As you can hear from our PA announcers, and I'll probably turn that up so you can hear the crowd around me too. This is A.J. Brandenburg. He is the first baseman, number 2. Leadoff hitter for Del Rapids Phils. This is post 65. Wyatt Hart with the delivery, and we are underway.
First pitch at 2 p.m. Cloudy, 66 degrees, north winds at 19.
There you go. Getting all the updates right in the old PA announcer right around me here. 66 degrees out here. I'll take it. Fouled off into the netting. It'll be 1-1. The only thing my brand new scoreboard doesn't do is keep track of balls and strikes, so I'll just kind of have to announce that for you. I don't know if you can see the scoreboard all the way out there. Hopefully you can. 1-1 to A.J. Brandenburg, first baseman for Del Rapids. Wyatt Hardar's going to miss outside. 2-1 to Brandenburg. Good crowd. Not bad for, 2 o'clock on a Friday, everyone getting out of work early. For me, this is my weekend off, so I was more than happy to get to be a part of this. So all the texts and messages that went out there. More than happy to be sitting at the top of the bleachers today. So Wyatt Hart misses. Outside. The scoreboard's got 2-2. We'll go with that. In my head, it was a 3-1 count, but we'll go 2-2. Fouled off over the dugout for our Volga boys.
Those foul balls are worth $1, sponsored by F&M Co-op
Hey.
Oil and Sioux Valley Energy. Bring them back to the concession stand for your $1.
There you go. Kids get $1 for bringing back those foul balls. Not a bad deal. Wyatt Hart ready. Sets and fires, and that is going to be a fly ball center field. That is Dan Ziesen underneath that. And he will bring it in for out number 1 here at the Class B Senior Legion State Tournament. This will be number 17, the right fielder, Kenny Swanson. I'll just repeat do it that way. It's almost like I forgot how to do this over the summer. But it's like riding a bike, you know? You just get after it. Swing and a miss by Swanson. It'll be an 0-1 count. Wyatt Hart gets ahead of him. Wyatt gets a sign that he likes. Sets and fires. And that's going to hit Swanson. So the first base runner of the day via hits batsman's HBP in the scorebook. Ryan Brandenburg. This is a third baseman, number 3. It's going to miss outside. Well, it gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Catcher is Hayden Kafar. So Swanson will stay at first base. Hart working out of the stretch. Soft liner to shortstop. The throw to first, not in time. But a good catch by Tate Stephenson to bring that in. So now with 2 outs, the cleanup hitter, Connor Hansen. Good play by Stephenson at short. Del Rapids officially, no, that's not going to let me do that. All right, well, then fine. Tapped foul to start for Connor Hansen. Just trying to find the record for Del Rapids, but soft ground ball. Stephenson will just throw that over to Kellen Tucker at second base, and that'll be the force out to end the top of the first. The 6-4 putout will do it for Del Rapids, and we move to the bottom of the first. Volga coming to bat. I feel like a lot of what I'm going to say is going to be either said first or repeated by PA announcer next week. That's all right. We'll fight through it. For our Volga post 114, Isaac Skovlin leading off. Broden Teske. What am I doing? Broden Teske batting second. Brett Milton batting third. Braden Danzizen batting cleanup. Wyatt Hart in the 5 spot. Tate Stephenson batting 6th. Trenton Schmidt, Sizzle, batting 7th. Reagan Schwartz will bat 8th. He's behind the plate today. And batting 9th, the other leadoff hitter, Kellen Tucker, playing second base. Pitching for Del Rapids, this is Eli Gullickson, number 6 out there. Let's see what kind of stuff Gullickson's going to bring to us today. Yes, and the in-between innings tunes. Great stuff. Yes, we are live, and I can actually change that up too. So, hey, it's working, everybody. We're back live. This is one of the scoreboards we're going to try out this year. And the hope is that we'll have better internet connections as well. I mean, look, you're only going to get so much in Beersford. You're only going to get so much in Baltic. But the app itself, more receptive to some internet dealings out there. So we'll try that this year. There is another option that I have in my bullpen, and that involves buying a new laptop. But it is an option, so we'll see what happens with this Swish Live scoreboard app. Hopefully it's an improvement on the score cam that we started with. You know, just like every year and every athlete and every student that's out there, bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, better. It's a constant improvement of what we're trying to do. And adding a new scoreboard app is just one of them. This bottom of the first inning is going to be brought to us by GP Auto, Grant Peterson and Friends, a fantastic auto repair shop on the east side of Brookings. They're out by Daktronics. Engine repair, tire replacement, oil changes, whatever you need as far as fixing your car. Grant and Friends will get you back on the road. Thanks, GP, for being a part of everything we're doing here on Saul's Media. Go through the rest of our sponsors as we roll through this broadcast. We're scheduled for 7 innings. That's our full game at the Senior Legion level in the tournament here, so I'll do my best to get them all in and thank everybody, man. I still can't believe that this many businesses have wanted to join on to this. I certainly appreciate it, and I'll do my best to represent you guys well. Leading off for Volga 114, Isaac Skovlin, our left fielder today. Number 7. Gullickson delivers. That is line drive. It's going to go just wide. Trying to save some vehicles down there in the left field corner. But a foul ball to start. 0-1 to Skovlin. Swing and a miss there by Skovlin. 0-2. See my iPad rattling around here. The breeze will gust over 20 from time to time. Good eye by Skovlin inside. 1-2. You can also hear the wind coming through the microphone. Not much I can do about that. It's blowing right into my face. Usually I can put, like my scorebook over my microphone, but no stopping it today. It reminds me of a softball game that we did here in the springtime with the fast pitch girls. And the field we played on is right next to us over there. Thuy Field, I believe they call it. It's like playing in a monsoon that day. That's a soft liner picked up by the shortstop, fired across. And a nice play by Gage Bunkers. And that'll be out number 1 for Volga.
Batting second for post 114, the third baseman, number 16,
Broden Teskey coming to the plate. Number 16 playing third base. Catcher for Del Rapids, that's Hayden Kafar. He's going to switch out his helmet. Bullpen working on some things for him, so seems like he's put back together. Broden Teskey in the batter's box, and he will see strike 1 on the outside corner. Gullickson delivers. There's another liner. Bunkers will pick that up at shortstop, fire that across, and 2 up, 2 down for Volga 114. A couple of putouts by Gage Bunkers. 2 outs now for Volga here in the bottom of the first. Brett Milton, Blaze, coming to the plate. I'll have some stats for these guys as soon as I can figure out everything that I'm doing here. Watching video and keeping score, all the rest. Brett's going to watch ball 1 low in the dirt. Milton will take one on the arm. Hit by pitch is how our runners are going to get on base so far in the first. So Brett Milton gets to first by taking a fastball to the arm. And that'll bring our cleanup hitter, Braden Danziesen, coming to the plate. Braden, who graduated, a few of these guys have already graduated from the Sioux Valley High School. But Braden is... well, he's just got to get used to this field as he'll be playing for Dakota State and carrying on his baseball career with the Trojans. This is the home field of Dakota State. I think the Trojans have some ideas, maybe some plans put together of building their own facility closer to campus on the other side of town. But at the moment, this is the home field for the Trojans. So Braden Danziesen just getting used to the surroundings out here. We'll take ball 1. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Brett Milton on first base after being hit by a pitch. Dan Ziesen, been a quality cleanup hitter all year. We'll have some stats here in a little bit to back that up. Big swing and a miss by Braden there, and it'll be 1-1 on the count. Lifted. Pop up. First baseman trying to get it underneath. The wind's bringing it back in. Trouble. And it'll be a long run for the first baseman. Number 2 brings that in. That was A.J. Bradenberg, who started backing up at first base. Had to come all the way in front of the pitcher's mound and do a little basket catch to bring that in. But shows you the strength of the wind once you get above the tree line up there, of how far that came back in.
In game 1 of the Class B senior tournament, Del Rapids nothing, and Boga nothing.
There's our PA announcer once again.
And
we'll go to the second. Clears everything out. Tap. There we go.
pitches. Again, the starting battery for Del Rapids, catching number 1, Hayden Gabar, and pitching number 6, Eli Ellison.
This portion of the second inning is going to be brought to us by the Paddy Wagon food truck. This is Christina, who owns the Valley Restaurant. They put a Paddy Wagon together. So for all of your burger needs, head on out to the Department of... how did they put that? Now I got to find it. They have a Paddy Wagon theme, kind of an arrest in Department of Corrections, but it's Department of Catering, I think is how they put it. Let me find that quick. The Paddy Wagon officially in Aurora this weekend. Gala Day is happening over there, so Christina's going to set up and be over in Aurora this weekend, which is fantastic. Congrats to Christina on putting together a fantastic business. Paddy Wagon. I suppose I'll bring it up. Let me get you some more info here. Oh, there we go. Burgers so good, they should be illegal. Juicy patties and fresh toppings that break all the rules. Catering local, public, and private events. The Paddy Wagon. Head to thepaddywagonSD.com for more information. But yeah, they're heading over to Aurora this weekend, I believe is what I saw. They were just down at downtown at sundown. Kind of a washout last night in downtown Brookings. There is Wyatt Hart bringing that ground ball in by Gage Bunkers. So a 1-3 put out to start. Top of the second inning. So I was busy yapping about our sponsors here, but this is Caden Bournes, designated hitter for Del Rapids. Wyatt Hart's going to miss inside. That gets away from Schwartz, but with no one on, no harm, no foul. So Saturday noon to 4, the Paddy Wagon is going to be in Aurora for Gala Days. And then also 5 to 11, they'll be over there for the street dance. So they'll be there for the parade and the street dance all day Saturday in Aurora for Gala Days. I believe... oh, no, that's a car show. So yeah, Paddy Wagon in Aurora tomorrow for Gala Days. There's a hot shot heading foul. That'll bounce off a camper that's down in that left field corner just beyond the fence line. So for Bournes, it's going to be a 2-1 count. 1 out already here in the top of the second inning. To Rapids post 65, the Phils. That's what they call themselves. The pitch inside by White Hart. It's going to be 3-1. White Hart readies himself. 3-1 to Bournes. Big swing and a miss. Full count now. Good pitch by White Hart. Try this. That'll be fouled right over the canopy and land behind me. There is a very small window. If a baseball can get in there, it could hit me in the face. That only goes so high. The roof of this thing, taller than the net. So a weirdo foul ball can actually get to me. Let's not have that happen today. A pitch too low, and Whitehart's going to lose Bournes. So the Del Rapids squad gets him in on first.
Number 7, Jake Heinitz.
So now lefty getting into the plate. Jake Heinitz, the second baseman for Del Rapids. He'll be hitting with a man on first. Whitehart now in the stretch. That pitch fouled off to my left. I'll bounce towards the street behind us there. I kind of strategically put my car behind some cottonwood trees that are in a parking lot to my right, thinking that other cars would park around me, and now they have, but there's 3 giant cottonwoods that'll stop anything from hitting my car. So throw over to first. Not in time. Bournes dives back in. So Whitehart with an 0-1 count to Jake Heinitz. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. Good pitch by Whitehart. I have some stats for you here as soon as we get in between batters here. That pitch too high, and Barnes is going to see the hesitation and steal second base. So with a 1-2 count, stolen base by Barnes, Jake Heinitz and I'll have a 1-2 count with a runner in scoring position. Dell's threatening here in the top of the second. That pitch way outside. Good stop by Schwartz. Had to kind of jump out of the crouch position to get that. But a great stop. That goes to the backstop. That's Bournes on third base. So he saved Bournes from advancing. Hard to fire that in there. There's a line drive right field. That is going to get over the head of Trenton Schmidt. Bounce to the warning track out there. That's a double. Run's going to score. Oh, my. He actually stumbled around third, and now he'll come in there. That was Bournes who tumbled around third base, but managed to get up. The throw not in time even after the stumble. So Del Rapids will take a 1-0 lead on the RBI double by Jake Heinitz. So with one out now, Hayden Kafar will come to the plate. This is the 8-hitter in the lineup for Del Rapids. Still hitting with a runner in scoring position. Hart misses outside. Ball 1 to Kafar. So Bourne's able to score from second base, even after stumbling around third. Did a little face plant in the in the grass there right beyond third. Hart missed again. 2-0. That hit to right center was actually a pretty good blast into that breeze. That is lifted into left field. And that'll be brought in. A good catch. That is out number 2. Isaac Skolden on the play out left. Jake Heinitz has to retreat back to second base. And now with 2 outs,
The left fielder, number 20, Tommy Lavoie.
Tommy Lavoie coming to the plate. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Whitehart trying to keep this at 1-0, get his batters back in the batter's box. Whitehart a miss high and outside. 1-0. Hart will take a look at Heinitz at second base, getting a good lead there. just misses. 2-0. We're going to miss outside. 3-0. Tommy Lavoie, the 9-hitter in the lineup. He's playing left field for Del Rapids. And Whitehart will lose him on 4 straight pitches. So now, first and second, and top of the order coming. With 2 outs, they'll have Jake Heinitz at second, Tommy Lavoie at first, and top of the order is A.J. Brandenburg, a fly out to center field. Dan Ziesen in the first. Now hitting with 2 runners on. Tapped, left side, and that will roll foul. A lot of spin on that, like English on a pool table. Brandenburg playing a little billiards right off the end of the bat. Oh, 0-1 to Brandenburg, first baseman for Del Rapids. Whitehart will chase Heinitz back to second base. A bluff on the throw, but keeping the runners honest. Whitehart now fire in. He'll miss high and outside. 1-1 to Brandenburg. Lifted into center field. Ziesen moving over, and we'll bring that in. And Volga gets out of that, just giving up the 1 run. Brandenburg with his second flyout to Braden Dan Ziesen in center field in this game. So 2 left. 1 hit officially, 2 walks, 2 left, 1 run by Del Rapids. And we'll move to the bottom of the second.
For Wyatt Hart, 35 pitches.
There we go. Due up for our Sioux Valley kids, Wyatt Hart, Tate Stephenson, and Trenton Schmidt all due up here in the bottom of the second. 1-run lead for Del Rapids. That'll give us a chance to thank another sponsor here. We want to thank Vivid Beauty. Get that out here. Vivid Beauty, Mackenzie and Michaela. They are unapologetically you, unmistakably vivid. Head to vividbeautysd.com. Vivid Beauty is on 716 20th Street South right in Brookings. They're Suite G. Michaela, 2013 grad of Sioux Valley, and wants to remind anyone, summer's not over yet. So get your summertime haircuts, get your styles, everything you need at Vivid Beauty, a fantastic sponsor and a local Sioux Valley kid. Doing good, having her own business successfully. But yeah, it might be running out of time as far as wedding season goes, but if you're looking for a style for the fall, maybe some colors, get down into Vivid Beauty, south side of Brookings. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Mackenzie. So with a 1-0 deficit, Wyatt Hart will step into the batter's box.
Pitcher number 22, Wyatt Hart.
See if I can't get us some stats here quick. Gullickson taking a long look. Catcher's ready now. Wyatt Hart's going to call for time. Wyatt Hart hitting .283 on his season. Does have a slugging percentage of .396. 4 doubles, a triple, no home runs for him. 18 RBI today or this season, and can steal bases. Got 11 of those on his season as well. So we'll try to get some more stats for you guys. Whitehart's going to foul off the first pitch, so 0-1 to Whitehart. Tapped into the netting as well, 0-2 for Whitehart. Post 114, 15-11 on the regular season. Had a great showing at the Region 6B tournament. I believe that was up in Clark a week ago. Gullickson doing a couple of shake-offs on signs. Now he's ready. Tries to bring him a heat, throws it right in the dirt. Be 1-2 to Whitehart. Lifted into left field. That'll clear the head off the wall. Whitehart with a double to start the bottom of the second inning. A blast to the 320 sign. And he'll bounce that off the wall and have a leadoff double. Post 114 in business. Tate Stephenson coming to the plate. Our shortstop today, number 4, as you heard. Whitehart will get a pinch runner. That is Cooper Teskey. Courtesy runner, there we go.
For Logan, number 2, Cooper Teskey.
Coop. Speedster sitting on second base. Tate Stephenson will step into the box. A runner in scoring position. Too high on the first delivery. 1-0 to Stephenson. Tate hitting .367 on his season. Got a slugging percentage at .460. Doing well for himself. 1-0 to Stephenson. High and inside's got to jump out of the way of that. 2-0. Stephenson with 22 hits on his season. 4 of them doubles, 1 triple, no home runs. Batted in 10. And he can steal bases as well. Where are they? 14 of them on his season. Big swing and a miss there. 2-1 to Tate. So again, I'm sorry about that breeze. There's not much I can do about that. Got a north wind coming right into my microphone. I can put my scorebook over it, but it's not going to help. The wind's coming right around it. Gullickson's going to step off the mound. Taking a breather. The manager for Del Rapids comes out of his dugout, getting his outfielders in the position that he wants them. Now I think we're ready. Gullickson on the mound. He's ready. Gets his sign. Takes a look at Teskey and fires. Fouled off, right side. That'll end up on Thuy Field, the girls' softball.
Bring them back to the concession stand.
Bring him back for $1. The old dollar sponsors is what you can hear there. 2-2 to Stephenson. Lifted, center field. Drifting over. And has to run in on that. Makes a tough play. Connor Hansen will bring that in, but had to do a lot of running to get there. So the first out here in the second is a fly out by Stephenson. So now with Cooper Teskey in scoring position, this will be Trenton Schmidt playing right field today. Old T Sizzle. Trent Tacular. Trent, a good sport. We've had a lot of fun with him on the Monday Night Coaches shows at CC's Bar and Grill. He's a good sport. So Trenton digs in with 1 out and 1 on. Big swing and a miss. It'll be 0-1 to Schmidt. Schmidt ready. That is lifted, foul, and it'll go over the bleachers here behind me. It'll be 0-2 for Trenton Schmidt. One out and one on. Schmidt gets himself ready in the batter's box. Gullickson delivers. Ground ball, left side. Look at Teskey at second. The throw over is going to get Schmidt, but Schmidt does the job. He advances the runner. So it'll be a 5-3 putout, but Cooper Teskey will get over to third base. So now with 2 outs.
Batting eighth for post 114. The catcher, number 41, Reagan Schwartz.
Reagan Schwartz stepping in. That play was by Ryan Brandenburg of Del Rapids. Took a look at Teskey at second base, fired across, and Cooper fast enough to get over to third on the throw. So now with 2 outs, Schwartz will be hitting with a runner on third. Gullickson getting himself ready on the mound, taking a couple tries at it. Schwartz is ready. That'll be a strike in the outside corner. 0-1 to Schwartz. Tapped into the dirt to be 0-2 to Schwartz. Hitting .244 on his season. Slugging percentage of .317. 3 doubles on his year, batted 8 in. And 3 stolen bases for his season. And a good eye there. That outside pitch will make it 1-2. Using my Game Changer app to get those stats in there. That pitch outside as well. Schwartz doing a good job. Get the count back to even at 2-2. So the 2-2 count and 2 outs. Cooper Teskey sitting on third. Base hit will tie this game up. Tapped straight back into the catcher's feet. Catcher's going to take a second. Umpire's going to make sure he's okay. That is Hayden Kafar for Del Rapids. Took one in the shin pads or the toes. He seems okay, back behind the plate, ready to go. Kafar getting some straps a little tighter on his legs. Still getting himself straightened out. Now he's ready. 2-2 to Schwartz. And there's a swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the second inning. 1 hit, 1 left. No runs for Volga.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 2 innings in Game 1 of the Class B Senior Legion Tournament, Del Rapids 1 and Volga nothing.
There you go. There's all the updates you needed.
Gullickson, 29.
Third inning is going to be brought to us by Precision Risk Management, amongst others. Redefining the delivery of crop insurance, the American farmer leveraging modern farming technology. Thank you, Dave Squires. Third inning is also going to be brought to us by the other Squires business, Covenant Sports Group, a different kind of sports representation. Built on faith, focused on family, committed to your future. CSG will be your advocates, your advisors, and your extended family. CSG has reimagined sports representation. Covenant Sports Group, the other venture for Dave Squires and friends. Thank you to the Squires family for being a part of everything and supporting Sioux Valley Athletics, Volga Baseball, and being a part of these Sauls Media broadcasts. 66 degrees, a little breeze here in Madison. Day 1 of the South Dakota Class B Senior Legion State Tournament. If you win, you play later in the day as far as the rest of the tournament goes. If you lose Game 1, You'll be playing in the mornings and trying to come back through in a double elimination format. So the hope, just like all the other state tournament entrants we've had, you start thinking about basketball teams and softball and volleyball teams. Win game one, man. Get to play in the evenings at those state tournaments. Be competing in the winner's bracket. Baseball a little bit different with the double elimination format. But if you win, you'll keep playing later on in the day. You don't have to be up and getting going at 7 in the morning on a summer day for a 10 a.m. game time. I mean, that was going to be the case today until the rain made us hang out until 2 o'clock today before we got rolling. That is going to be tapped right side. Brett Milton gets underneath that and brings in the whoopsie fly ball to Brett Milton. So Del Rapids will start with one out here in the top of the third. That was Kenny Swanson with the liner. So coming to the plate, this is number 3, Ryan Brandenburg, third baseman for the Del Rapids, post 65. The Phils, as they call themselves. Wyatt Hart will get ahead of Brandenburg, 0-1. Lifted left side, long run for Stephenson, gets all the way over there. Nice catch in foul territory. A long run for the shortstop, but he brings that in. So now a quick 2 outs to start the third inning. Cleanup hitter coming to the plate. This is Connor Hansen, the center fielder for Del Rapids. But 2 outs now. Stephenson covered a lot of ground to get to that fly ball. Great play. Tapper. And that'll stay in foul territory is the call. So Schwartz picked that up. Just foul, but kind of tapped off the plate, went straight up in the air. Nice play by Schwartz to get at it. And he was just getting himself into the playing territory to fire it down to first. But the umpire saw where he picked it up at. We'll call it a foul ball and an 0-1 count to Connor Hansen. Bree's giving us a little bit of break on the microphone. There's a tapper. Wyatt Hart's going to bring that in. Fire to first. Brett Milton will bring that in. A quick 1, 2, 3, top of the third. And Volga coming back to the plate. Good inning by our defense right there. As we move to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-0 lead by Del Rapids. Give us a chance to thank some more sponsors here. Buster's Auto Brokers. Thank you, Buster Vincent. Right on the corner, right on the price, right in Mitchell. Get all the car deals you need from Buster's Auto Brokers. Also want to thank Big Sue Plumbing. Hopefully we bring them in for year number 2. We got to talk to Neil yet, but it's on my schedule to make that done. Hopefully we can. Water problems at home or your business can be flooding. Neil is a huge Sioux Valley supporter, especially in the wrestling program. Big Sioux Plumbing specializes in residential and commercial plumbing, new construction, remodels, and service. Thank you, Big Sioux Plumbing. Let's bring it back for year 2. What do you think about that? Let's do it. Thanks for being a part of all of our broadcasts for the last year. Supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. Being a part of all our Sauls Media broadcasts. And here we are. Another state tournament for Sauls Media. Set up right at the top of the bleachers. Right next to the scorekeeper, the PA guys, the music man's over there. The way the director of this tournament made it sound is they'll have Game Changer over there, but that's really kind of it. They don't have anyone, covering 605 Sports in here, Midwest Sports Plus not here. I mean, I told them I'd do the Volga stuff. So they had no problem with me just kind of setting up. We figured out where I could be and found me some power. And here we go. I'm back. It's been a long summer, but I'm ready. Officially football is right around the corner. They'll start practicing here probably, Monday? Tuesday? Something like that. Game number 1's 3 weeks away for Sioux Valley football. Aberdeen Roncalli coming to town. Boy, once you get to the 4th of July, summer just flies by. Yeesh. Leading off the bottom of the 3rd, Kellen Tucker, our second baseman today. 9th hitter in the lineup, the second leadoff hitter. And he will watch ball 1. That one also too high. 2-0 to Tucker. Kellen Tucker hitting .237 on his season. He's got a slugging percentage of .305. Now we're going to have a timeout on the mound. Del Rapids wants to talk about that. Gullickson going to meet with all the other infielders. The head coach, Danny Miller, for Dells. Tucker with a slugging percentage of .305, batting average of .237. 4 doubles on his year. Batted 7 runs in. Walked 17 times this year, and does have the team lead in stolen bases at 26. So if he can get on base, he's swiping things out there as well. So 2-0 to Kellen Tucker. Swing through that, 2-1. Gullickson ready, sets and fires. A check swing, and yeah, the first base umpire says he went around. 2-2 for Kellen Tucker. Tucker ready, too high on that. That'll fill the count. Full count to Kellen Tucker to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Inside. Kellen Tucker's going to draw a leadoff walk to begin the 3rd. And as I just mentioned, if he can get to first, he can steal things. Kellen Tucker, the speedster. That'll bring our leadoff hitter to the plate. This is Isaac Skovlin, our left fielder today, number 7. He'll be hitting with a runner on and nobody out. Kellen Tucker putting on his sliding glove so he can steal bases and not wreck fingers. Skovlin showing bunt. The throw over for Tucker. He gets back in time. Skovlin throwing the bat out there like he was going to try to bunt. Now he's got the bat where showing bunt once again. Oh, and they get Tucker. He took off too early. The throw down to second. He'll still get in there with a stolen base. The throw over to first. The speedster Tucker steals it. Throw not in time. Back to second base. So great job by Kellen Tucker. He steals things. So Skovlin, no count yet for him, as that was 2 throws over to first base. Even with Kellen Tucker leaving early, still managed to swipe second with the throw over to first and back to second, not in time. Gullickson delivers. Skovlin will swing through that, 0-1. Tucker now in scoring position. If it can get to the grass out there, the speedster can come around. Skovlin's going to step out of the batter's box, looks at head coach Ben Blees, getting a new plan. Volga kids all have wristbands on with the plays that they need to know. 0-1 to Skovlin. Throw over to second. Not in time. Kellen Tucker dives back in. That was kind of a funky move by Gullickson. Brought the leg up and then threw the leg over towards second base. No balk or anything, so all legal. Tucker dove back in. 0-1 to Skovlin. Showing bunt will send that down the third base line, just foul. So it'll be an 0-2 count for Isaac Skovlin, and he gets back into the batter's box. 0-2 for Skolin. You can hear that wind whistling through my microphone. Sorry, everyone, about that. I can't stop it. Gullickson takes a look at Tucker at second. Readies himself. 0-2 to Skolin. Scobie with a good eye there. Low and inside. 1-2. Yeah, I can't stop the breeze, everybody. It's just going to whistle through the microphone today. 1-2 to Skolin. That is lifted in the infield. Tucker's going to race back to second, and that'll be the first out. Just a little pop-up in the infield. Officially brought in by Ryan Brandenburg, the third baseman. So now with one out, Broden Teskey will step into the box. Gullickson wants a new ball to throw. Give that to the umpire. He'll take a look at it. Doesn't see anything wrong with it. Puts it right back in the pouch. Gullickson happy with what he got. One out. Kellen Tucker on second base. Broden Teskey will step into the box. Teskey in 364 in his season. That is nubbed. Left side. Brandenburg will pick that up. Take a look at Tucker. The throw over to first. In time for Teskey, but Kellen Tucker will advance to third on the throw. So Tucker now in close quarters. Nice play by Brandenburg at first base. Ran Tucker back, but Tucker still got to third on the throw. Brett Milton stepping into the plate now. Right into the box, I guess I should say. But with two outs this time. Milton, the highest average on the team. He's hitting .413 this year. Slugging at .463, 4 doubles, 20 RBI. And he's got 6 stolen bases on his year. There's a hot shot. Great play by Brandenburg. Kind of stumbles on the throw, but it's in time. Great pickup by Brandenburg at third base. Brett Milton, a speedster, and even with the stumble by Brandenburg trying to get that out of his glove, in time over to first. A good play by Brandenburg. So, Volga threats. No hits there. One walk. Kellen Tucker did get over to third, but stranded there. And that'll do it for the third inning.
They are ready to serve. Thank you.
We head to the top of the fourth. Gives us a chance to thank a couple more here. We're going to thank Langland Trucking, Jody and Jason. I hope to bring you guys back on as well. It'd be great. Langland Trucking transports crops and livestock. They're huge supporters of Sioux Valley Athletics. And now with Saul's Media, let's bring you back on as well. They were instrumental in bringing together Subway of Volga last year, but that place has new owners. I've reached out, have not gotten a response yet, but I'll keep trying, and hopefully we can bring Subway of Volga back on as well. But for the Langland family, thank you for being a part of everything we're doing. Jody, you're fantastic, and I hope that we can continue the sponsorship, keep these Saul's Media broadcasts rolling with our Sioux Valley kids, and even Volga Baseball post 114. We can thank another Craft Chop House and Lounge, another great restaurant. They just celebrated National Cheesecake Day yesterday, so hopefully you had a chance to do that. They had all sorts of posts on their Facebook page of the numbers that they went through. Over 800 pieces of cheesecake went through that building yesterday, setting a new record on National Cheesecake Day. So congrats to Craft Chop House and Lounge, a fantastic restaurant right on 6th and Maderi. The old Godfather's building, if you're of the age group that I am and can remember that. A great restaurant. Steaks and seafood, good burgers. That'll be lifted foul and out of play. An 0-1 count. Craft Chop House Lounge, man. Fantastic spot. Thank you for being part of Sioux Valley Athletics, Volga Baseball, all these Sauls Media broadcasts. This is Gage Bunkers, the shortstop for Del Rapids. An 0-1 count after that foul ball. Whitehart will fire it. Miss high and outside. 1-1 to Bunkers. Bunkers with a tapper to Whitehart in the second inning. In his only at-bat so far today. He'll throw the bat out at that. Broden Teskey at third base will bring that in and make the play. So just a pop-up to third base to begin the fourth inning. And that'll be one out for Del Rapids. In the top of the fourth.
The shortstop, correction, the designated hitter, Caden Barnes.
Caden Barnes, the DH for Del Rapids, post 65. The Phils. One out here in the top of the fourth. Whitehart sets and fires. There'll be a strike. Kind of curved in there. You should be able to see some of the movement these pitchers have. Caden Barnes walked and scored in the second inning. He scored on the Jake Heinitz double. But that is fouled out of play. That is bouncing off of the first couple cars in that parking lot to my right. That's why I parked farther away. 0-2 to Caden Barnes. One out for Del Rapids here in the top of the fourth. Hart gets his sign. He'll deliver. Lifted. Straight over my head, and that should bounce towards the street behind us. Count will stay at 0-2. Hart delivers. That is off of the roof of the bleachers and into some fans behind us. Some kids playing catch back there. So still an 0-2 count. Hart and Barnes in a good battle here. And a big swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Whitehart. His first of the day. And that'll bring two outs now for Del Rapids.
For Del Rapids, the second baseman, Jake Heinitz.
Jake Heinitz with the RBI double in the second inning. A blast into that breeze that got over Trenton Schmidt out in right field, right center field. So the left-hander steps in with two outs. That is lifted to the other side. That'll drift foul. Hit sharply enough that no one could get at it, so it'll be an 0-1 count for Jake Heinitz. Second baseman for Del Rapids. Post 65. The pitch will be outside. 1-1. Bounced off of Schwartz's glove. But nobody on. No harm. No foul. Pitch there by Whitehart. 1-2. That RBI double by Heinitz in the second inning. The only hit for Del Rapids. So even though they have a 1-0 lead, just the one hit, a couple of walks outside of that. Hart's going to miss outside there, 2-2. So Whitehart thrown hard. Trying to get out of the fourth inning with just the 1-0 deficit. Hart will miss inside that time. 3-2 now, full count to Jake Heinitz. They're starting ahead on Heinitz, trying not to lose him here. But it's possible here. 3-2 now. Two outs, top of the fourth. 1-0 lead by Del Rapids. Whitehart sets and fires. And will miss way outside on that. Ball gets away from Schwartz. The sprint down to first means Heinitz will take a look but stay at first base. So he reaches on a walk. So now with 2 outs, Hayden Kafar, the catcher for Del Rapids, will step into the batter's box. Hart will take a look at Heinitz over at first. Get his sign, throw that in there. That is straight up to Wyatt Hart. A great pickup to throw over to Brett Milton. And Wyatt Hart will get out of that as well. The comebacker handled easily by Wyatt Hart. And that'll do it for Del Rapids here in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom. Volga coming back to the plate with a 1-0 deficit. That is going to give us a chance to thank our girls sports sponsor of the season, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, a fantastic smoothie and health store, kind of. You know, if you want to eat better and do better, you can go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe right on 6th Street. They're right next to McDonald's, right across the street from the Hillcrest Aquatic Center. Delicious smoothies, craveable wraps and sandwiches, and savory sides. The player of the game on the girls' sports for Sioux Valley receives a free smoothie for their efforts. It's been a sponsorship that has been going over like gangbusters. It's been fantastic. The girls love it. We'll do that again. Ann Park, thank you very much. Being a part of all these Sauls Media broadcasts, supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. We're also going to thank another one here, another fantastic, and they're all great. Thank you, everyone. We're going to thank Bankstar Financial as well, exclusive presenter for everything that we do here on Sauls Media. We'll thank CC's Bar and Grill once again. We'll thank Bell Brands once again, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. Hey, if you've got someone you know is looking for a job, Bell Brands, I was just looking at Del Rapids and it said it. Bell Brands is doubling the size of the building. The manufacturing side of things should double in 2 years with the expansion that they're putting on. So all the shifts, all of the positions, Bell Brands is hiring. So if you know someone who's looking for a job, head on out to Bell Brands, man. Good start, good benefits, pretty good health insurance too, man. It's a retirement plan, health insurance. There's other benefits you could look into. You and your family take care of them, but a nice starting wage with a quick advancement from there, especially with a new building up. There'll be a lot of positions out there. Days, nights, they're hiring for everything. So head on out to Bell Brands. It's bellbrands.com. bellbrandsusa.com. There you go. Plenty of positions available. So for post 114, Braden Danzizen, the cleanup hitter, he'll step into the box to start the bottom of the 4th. Looked at ball 1 right there. Gullickson still on the hill for Del Rapids. Eli Gullickson officially. Danzizen will watch that go by. Too high. 2-0 to Braden Danzizen, the DSU Trojan commit. Playing on his collegiate home field. And that'll be behind Danzizen. Gets out of the way of that. It'll be 3-0 to Braden. Gullickson, a hard thrower, but that one got away from him a little bit. And that's inside. A 4-pitch walk to Braden Danzizen. So a leadoff walk for our starting pitcher today. He's got also the one hit on the Volga side of things. Wyatt Hart with a double in the second inning. Now the Phil's going to have another meeting on the mound with Eli Gullickson, talking strategy with Braden Danzizen getting to first. Do we have a pitching change? I believe so. Yes, we do. The right fielder coming in. So, for Del Rapids, Kenny Swanson will now take over the throwing duties. Going out to right field. That's number 16, which I do not have. Are you kidding me? Oh, the DH heading out there. So Caden Bournes, the DH, will now occupy right field. And Eli Gullickson in the dugout, so his day might be done. This is number 8
Your attention, please.
on the
Now
hill.
pitching for Del Rapids. Number 8, Gage Bunkers.
That's Gage Bunkers. So where did... Oh, there he is. Okay. So Kenny Swanson heads to third base from his right field position. Ryan Brandenburg now at short to take over for Gage Bunkers, who was at short, now our pitcher. And that means the DH heading out to right field. Eli Gullickson done for the day.
Changes for Del Rapids. At third is Kenny Swanson. Ryan Brandenburg is at short. And Caden Bournes from the DH spot to right field.
There you go. PA announcer backing that up for me. And there we are. So some moving around by post 65, the Phils. After the leadoff walk to Braden Dan Ziesen to start the bottom of the 4th. That pitching chain brought to us by Back Alley Meats, a fantastic butcher shop in downtown Volga for everything you need, man. Steaks and burgers and brats. Everything else in there. Ribs. They got chicken in there. They got pork in there. Brisket, pulled pork. Yeah. Even have kuchen in there. It's a great spot. Back Alley Meats, man. One of my favorites. Thank you for being a part of all these Sioux Valley Athletics, Volga Baseball, and Saul's Media events. Back Alley Meats, man. A fantastic shop in downtown Volga. White Hart will foul that off straight into the netting. It'll be an 0-1 count with nobody out and Braden Dan Ziesen sitting on first base. Straighten my camera out after the wind wanted to twist it a tad. 0-1 to Wyatt Hart. Hart has the only hit of the day so far. And there is a hot shot left center field. A great hit there. Dan Ziesen a speedster, but he'll have to stop at second base. And Wyatt Hart has both of the hits so far today for post 114. So now with nobody out, 2 runners on, and this will be Tate Stephenson stepping into the box, or shortstop. Wyatt Hart will have a courtesy runner. That's Cooper Teskey heading out to first base.
Courtesy runner at first for Volga. Number 2, Cooper Teskey.
I like this. First I say it, then I get backed up by the PA announcer. It's fantastic. Makes me sound smart. Sure.
For Volga, the shortstop.
Volga's got something cooking here now. 2 runners on, nobody out. Stephenson with a fly out to center field in his first at bat. Showing bunt. We'll get that out in front of the pitcher's mound and will reach on the infield single. Bunts to load up the bases. A great bunt that went in front of third base, off of the mound. Third baseman covered third rather than come get it. Just a great placement by Tate Stephenson to load him up. So with nobody out, bases loaded, and Trenton Schmidt coming to the plate with a great opportunity here with nobody out. T-Sizzle in the batter's box. Trenton's going to ask for time. Put himself together a little bit. Del Rapids manager Danny Miller giving instructions to his defense out there. Bases loaded, nobody out. Great opportunity for Volga. Gage Bunkers will hit the outside corner, strike 1. Trenton readies himself in the batter's box. Bases are juiced. Curveball swung on left center field. That will drop in the gap. A great hit. 1 run in. Cooper Teskey coming around. And a 2-run single for Trenton Schmidt. Volga on the board. took advantage of a curveball that was hanging. Dan Ziesen scores. Cooper Teskey, the courtesy runner for Wyatt Hart, comes around. Stephenson ends up on third, and Trenton Schmidt with the 2-run single. Volga takes the lead, so still nobody out. Runners on the corners. Reagan Schwartz in the batter's box. We're going to have another timeout. Danny Miller wants to talk to his squad. Once again, T-Sizzle delivers. Trent Tacular with a 2-run single to give Volga the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. So Danny Miller wants to talk to his guys out there on the mound. Brings the whole infield in. We'll have to give away player of the game at some point today. Trenton making his case with the 2-run single. Giving his squad the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Wyatt Hart has collected 2 hits today. Strong performance on the mound. Those are the highlights so far. About halfway through. We're playing 7. Scheduled for 7 through the tournament. Umpire comes out to break up the huddle on the mound. Gage Bunkers still pitching for Del Rapids. For Sioux Valley, nobody out. Runners on the corners. Reagan Schwartz, the catcher, stepping into the box. Still an opportunity here. Bunt attempt. Gets tapped into the netting behind home plate, so it'll be an 0-1 count for Schwartz. Gust of wind coming through. You can hear that right through the microphone as well. Sorry about that, everybody. I can't stop the wind today. Bunkers delivers another great bunt right down the third base line. Bunkers got to come way off the mound, and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Bases will be juiced once again with nobody out. A great bunt down the line. The third baseman didn't even make an attempt to come get that. So, bases juiced once again. A great bunt by Schwartz. Stephenson stays at third. Schmidt is going to advance to second base. And Reagan Schwartz with the bunt single. He will have a courtesy runner as well as number 52. That's Cade Hawk, who will run for our catcher. And with nobody out, bases juiced once again. The number 9 hitter in the lineup, Kellen Tucker, steps back in. Tucker with a walk in the third inning. He's got another great opportunity. Bunkers will hit the outside corner. Dells has put a shift on for Kellen Tucker, as even the second baseman is on the shortstop side. Shortstop playing in, third baseman playing in, first baseman in. There's a curveball that hits the outside corner. 0-2 for Kellen Tucker. Another big gust. So I'll just kind of hold on to the iPad here. 0-2 for Kellen Tucker. Bases loaded, nobody out. Another curveball misses outside, though. 1-2. I don't know if you can see that on the... No, you really can't. The Belle-Fourche Bronx walking in front of the bleachers here. Be the next game up once the game number 1 is done here. Bunkers delivers way outside, gets away from the catcher, and Stephenson will advance. Everyone up a base, and it's a 3-1 lead for Sioux Valley. Volga baseball, sorry. I'm so used to saying Sioux Valley. Stephenson comes in on the wild pitch. Schmidt to third. Cade Hawk to second. Kellen Tucker has now got a 2-2 count. 2 runners in scoring position. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Bunkers will miss outside. It'll fill the count for Kellen Tucker. his sign, sets, fires. And that'll be a strikeout. Dylan Tucker will go down looking. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th will bring the leadoff hitter to the plate. Top of the order, Isaac Skolin will step in the batter's box. One out now, but 2 runners still in scoring position. Skolin. There's another strike in the outside corner. So the infield defense kind of switching around now for Del Rapids as the second baseman gets back to his natural position. Infield still playing in. Skolin ready in the batter's box. 3 runs in so far for Volga. That pitch will miss outside. 1-1 to Skolin. If you heard that, that was Here We Go Scovey. Scovey will lift that foul right side. First baseman chasing, but it'll get out of play. End up in the bullpen over there. A couple of kids going for the foul ball to get their dollar. So Scovey still alive. 1-2 on the count. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Good inning so far for Volga, post 114. Can add to that lead here. Skovlin ready as the leadoff hitter. Scovey, ground ball. Great stop by the shortstop. The fire over in time. Wow, what a play. That is Ryan Brandenburg now playing shortstop. A great stop. He's made some great stops at third base today, too. That was a great diving stop and a good throw. So 2 outs now for Volga. Still 2 runners in scoring position, and now Broden Teske steps in. Our third baseman who can make plays at third. The hot corner. Teske ready. Bunkers delivers. That pitch will miss low and outside. 1-0 to Broden Teske. Lifted, foul. First baseman chasing. Trying to get to it, and will make the grab. Wow. Had to move around quite a bit in a swirling wind out there as well. So Teske will lift that into the foul territory beyond first base. And it'll be brought in an F3 officially. And that'll do it for the 4th inning. But Sioux Valley, Volga 114, does the damage. So 4 hits in the inning, 2 left, 3 score. Dan Ziesen walks to start it all, but then they go down in order after that. Volga brought 8 batters to the plate, gets 3 runs, takes the 3-1 lead, and we move on to the 5th inning. Sponsoring the 5th here, if I can straighten out my papers. Everything's blown around. Ugh. The weather is just never cooperative, ever. Let me do that. All right. Top of the 5th going to be brought to us by Shorty's Burgers and Brew, a fantastic new restaurant in Brookings right on 6th Street. They're just down from Jimmy John's. They've got 30 taps on the wall, and they kind of do it all through like this hotel key card looking thing. You just swipe and then pour your own. It's all kept track on the card. You bring that back up once you're done with your burgers and brews and just pay away. Great food in there as well. I just had the barbecue brisket burger. Yikes. Get in there and try that. They got great burgers in there. Philly cheesesteaks. They've got great sides in there. They make their own French fries, so they they hammer that potato right in the restaurant, man. It's great. A wonderful burger and brew place. Just a great eating spot. Shorty's Burgers and Brew right on 6th Street in Brookings. Get on down there and just enjoy the experience.
Leading off for Del Rapids in the top of the 5th inning.
There you go, PA.
Tommy Lavoie.
Tommy Lavoie will lead off for Del Rapids, as you just heard. It's nice to have a PA announcer right next to me. Should have that all the time. That's my request. Tommy Lavoie steps in. This is the 9-hitter lineup for Del Rapids. He shows bunt, sends that down the third base line, foul. So it'll be an 0-1 count for Tommy Lavoie. He reached on a walk in the second inning and then was stranded at first. Wyatt Hart still on the mound for Volga. Now with a 3-1 lead. That is lifted into right field. Trenton Schmidt will back up a little. Let the wind bring it to him. And a nice play by T. Sizzle. And there'll be one out here in the top of the fifth.
For 65, the top of the order. And first baseman, A.J. Brandenburg.
A.J. Brandenburg, top of the order for Del Rapids, the left-hander. Stepping in, he's got 2 flyouts to Braden Danzizen so far out in center field. Del's officially on their day. Just the one hit. A double by Jake Heinitz. An RBI double. That's lifted into left field. And that'll be brought in by Isaac Skovlin on one pitch. A quick 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. The 2-hitter, Kenny Swanson, now coming to the plate. He was in right field to start, now playing at third. He reached on a hit by pitch in the first. Had a line out to Brett Milton in the third. And now will step in with 2 outs against Wyatt Hart. That is sent into the backstop. 0-1 count to start Kenny Swanson. Misses outside, 1-1. So normally part of these broadcasts is to have some logos going on in the corner. My app today did not want to let me put them on today, so I've got some work to do before Game 2 tomorrow. Game 2 is dependent on the outcome of today. And you'll have to pay attention to the bracket. You can find that at sdlegion.com, I believe. Maybe it's .org. Volga Baseball Association on Facebook has that bracket out there. Be no shortage of people. That is lifted into shallow center field, and it'll drop for a hit. Dells is going to get hit number 2 on their day. Kenny Swanson with a lazy liner that drops in the grass.
For the Bills, the shortstop, Ryan Brandenburg.
So this is the shortstop who began at third base, the great defenseman out there, Ryan Brandenburg. Line out and a fly out so far. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner on. The steal attempt try is just going to be a couple of bouncers to second, and it'll be Swanson sliding safely with a stolen base. Pitch misses. It's a 1-0 count for Ryan Brandenburg, now with a runner at second. Swanson with a stolen base. As I was mentioning, Volga Baseball Association, their site on Facebook, there's a chopper. That'll be Stephenson that picks that up. A long throw, decides against that to keep the runners in force-out position. Just a slow bouncer that got all the way to shortstop, and now Del Rapids threatening with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the fifth.
The center fielder, Connor Hansen.
Swanson with a blooper single. Brandenburg with an infield single, back-to-back. And now they're bringing a cleanup hitter to the plate, Connor Hansen. That is lifted into right field. Trenton Schmidt sees it, will move in and bring that in, and the threat will be over. T. Sizzle with some fun out in right field. That ends the threat. So Del Rapids threatens with 2 runners on with 2 outs, but they strand at second and burst. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
64 pitches for Wyatt Hart of Volga.
There you go, 64 pitches for Wyatt Hart. There you are. He's our counter. I know they have pitch limits through the weekend. So, Before I bring on another sponsor, I just want to look this up quick and try to help you out about maybe possible times tomorrow, okay? Maybe I should wait till we're done. But if you go to Volga Baseball Association on Facebook, you can see all the updates there. I might actually do it right now. Junior Legion is in their own state tournament. So let me bring this up. Okay. Just a quick update. The Cormorants tonight begin their postseason play. They're in Castlewood tonight. That's a 7:30 start in Castlewood as their district play starts up. Junior. Are they? That's the Class B Junior Baseball Tournament. There we are. So Junior Legion's going to fire up on August 7th. Is that a week from today? Yeah, that's next Friday, right? A week from today. Junior Legion, they'll be in Redfield for their tournament the 7th through the 9th of August, so next weekend. Their first game, they will go against Winter Cologne, post 169. That's a 10 a.m. start for Junior Legion, post 114 out of Volga. And that is next Friday. Volga post 114, the Region 6B champ in the Junior Legion affair. So next weekend, head up to Redfield. You can see the Junior Legion guys go at it. Cormorants start up their postseason tonight. Brett Milton with a chopper up to shortstop to throw over, and that'll be in time. So the chopper tried to get through, but not quite, and it'll be one out for Volga to begin the bottom of the fifth. Did I just clear all that out? That's what I did. There we go. I got too many things going on. Brent Milton. The 6-3 put out. There we go. All right, Braden Danzizen steps in, the big lefty. We'll stay away from possible game times here at this tournament until this concludes, just so I don't add any confusion out there. But you can see the bracket. You can look it up yourselves, Volga Baseball Association on Facebook. You can head to the South Dakota Legion Baseball websites as well. They'll have them there. That is a big drive, right field. Right fielder chasing that down in foul territory and drifts out. A big fly ball that gets out of play. Dan Ziesen will step back in the box with a 1-1 count and one out. Braden lifted that. Trying to get out in the right field corner today is going to be a challenge with that north wind coming straight in. Said he'll send that the other way. Another great play by Bradenberg, and it's in time to get Dan Ziesen at first. Another great play by Ryan Brandenburg. He's been solid at third base. Now he's at short, showing off the cannon as well. Wow. So that'll bring our pitcher to the plate, the 5-hitter lineup. This is number 22, Wyatt Hart. He's had a pretty good day. 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. Scored once. Had a nice day on the mound. He'll send that foul into some kids back there playing on the playground. 0-1 to Wyatt Hart. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. It's a 3-1 lead for Volga. Wyatt Hart will foul that off as well, as that'll go over the Dells dugout into the softball field, Thuy Field over there, where the Madison Bulldogs girls softball team plays their home games. Just to our right. Wyatt Hart now 0-2 with 2 outs. We'll watch that outside, high and outside. It'll be 1-2 to Wyatt Hart. Good eye there. Ooh, a tough one on the inside corner. The curveball fools him. And that'll be a strikeout looking to end the fifth. They go to the top of the sixth. It's a 3-1 lead for Sioux Valley. Volga, 114, I guess I should say. It's been a fun day so far. I'm just trying to keep all my info right. As we head to the 6th, we're going to thank Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck, the other venture for the Shorty's crew. Their food truck is all over the place. Where are they this weekend? We can look that up quick since we have a little bit of time here. Wyatt Hart heading back out to the mound for post 114. Let's go there and try that. Shorty's box. If I can find them. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Try that. You're actually hearing me go through. Oh, they don't have, where are they? I don't have an update for the Hot Box food truck. Let me try that. Usually Kim just puts it all over their website here where they're going to be at, and a schedule, and a calendar, and wherever else. They've got all sorts of fun stuff. Hours, location, Shorty's on the move, upcoming events. Let's click on that. Where are they? Today is the 31st. I don't see where they are. They could be just in downtown Brookings this weekend. I know they're gearing up for another trip out to the rally out in Sturgis, as they had some good luck out there. They set up a booth on Main Street in Sturgis last year, so instead of doing that, she lined up some catering events through that food truck, and actually has like 6 events lined up where they'll just pull up and be part of whatever event is going on in Sturgis. So instead of making stuff and hoping people buy it, that is a pop-up in the infield. Broden Teskey will call it off and have that brought in as out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. So Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck heading out to the rally here quickly, and yeah, they're just going to set up shop at whatever event out there. It's got like 6 of them lined up. Good plan for them, but great food, great service. It serves super fast. When you see Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck out there, you're going to get a quality experience and a great meal. That is lifted in the infield. Wyatt Hart chasing it down. It'll be Schwartz that brings that in. The catcher, Reagan Schwartz. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Rapids, the second baseman, Jake Heinitz.
So, Broden Teskey brings one in. That was Reagan Schwartz with a great play from behind the plate. Quick 2 outs, Jake Heinitz. He's reached base both times with a double, the RBI double, and then a walk in the 4th inning. Now he'll step into the box, the big left-hander, with 2 outs and nobody on. That is lifted foul over the bleachers here, rolling into the street behind us.
Foul ball sponsored by F&M Co-op Oil and Sioux Valley Energy.
So a 1-1 count to Jake Heinitz, second baseman for Del Rapids, post 65. The Phils. There's a tough pitch. I think it was a ball, officially 2-1. That's what they'll put on the scoreboard. We'll go with that. Got away from Schwartz a little bit, but nobody on. So no problems there. Whitehard will look in. Sets, fires, misses outside. 3-1 to Heinitz. Tapper. Kellen Tucker will pick that up at second base, fire that over, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the 6th. Great defense once again by Volga. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th with a 3-1 lead by our boys. Is there anybody left here? Oh, yes, one left. One big re-up. The Man Cave Barbershop. Alicia and friends, they've agreed to come back on for year number 3. Alicia's been with me since day 1, man. This starts on Spotify. It also starts with the radio days. But Alicia, on the Man Cave Barbershop there on South Bend Dairy, right across from Brookings High School. A great barbershop. Take the kids in there, take the fam in there, take yourself in there. Great haircuts. The Man Cave Barbershop. She has agreed to give us some specials. So I'll have some business cards to hand out at the Monday Night Coaches Show at CC's Bar and Grill. She's giving half off to guests that come on to the Coaches Show. Probably just the kids, maybe not the coaches. I guess we'll see how that goes. See how many of those half off cards that I get out of that, and we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how we roll. We'll do it every Monday at CC's. We'll start in the banquet room. Once they get into their winter time, they've got some bags that they play in there. So then we go to the front window and do it that way. But, yeah, fantastic host, CC's Bar and Grill, just a fantastic sponsor and everything we're doing here. And they'll do the Monday Night Coaches Show. The only time we don't do coaches shows on Monday is when something gets in the way. A sporting event. You know, if the choir has a show that is a liner into right, Stephenson out on a line drive to right field. So 1 out for our boys here in the bottom of the 6th with a 3-1 lead. As I was saying, our Monday Night Coaches Show every Monday through the school year. So there's 36 Mondays possible, but something gets in the way. There's a basketball game that'll happen on Mondays. There's volleyball games that happen on Mondays. And if there's another event, you know, a homecoming week, that's coronation night. There's a hot shot down the line, and T. Sizzle will collect his second hit of the day. Trenton Schmidt reaches on a line drive down the left field line. So with 1 out and 1 on, Reagan Schwartz will step into the batter's box. As I was saying, I'm trying to finish off that thought, and I can't do it in a baseball game. CC's Bar and Grill, Monday Night Coaches Show. When a volleyball game, a basketball game gets in the way, coronation, an awards night, if a choir performance or competitive cheer or something like that gets happening on a Monday, then we don't do a coaches show. So there's, instead of 36, it's more like 28 or 30 shows because of, you know, sometimes Mondays there's activities going on. And I don't want to get in the way of any activities out there, so we don't do that. I don't want to compete with homecoming coronation. And you should be in those stands anyway. So, a lot of fun. And this year we get to hand out some half-off cards to the Man Cave Barbershop on our Monday Night Coaches Show. So thank you, Alicia, and friends at the Man Cave Barbershop. Right in Brookings, across from Brookings High School. 2-0 to Schwartz. Trent Schmidt sitting on first. That is lifted into foul territory. That will end up in Thuy Field. Maybe bounce off a car. Yeah, it's bouncing through the parking lot there. 2-1 to Schwartz. Tapper. Slow roller. Schmidt gets out of the way, but they force out at second base anyway in time. So a fielder's choice for Schwartz. But 2 outs now as Trenton Schmidt was forced out at second base. And now the 9-hitter in the lineup will come to the plate. This is Kellen Tucker. Going to get a courtesy runner for Schwartz. That is number 52. That's Cade Hawk.
Courtesy runner at first base for Logan, number 52, Cade Hawk.
Hawk. There we go. Hawk is how we say that. I'm going to write that down. Hawk. Kellen will swing through strike number 1, so it's an 0-1 count for Kellen Tucker with 2 outs and a runner on. 3-1 lead for Volga. Trying to advance in the winners bracket here at the South Dakota Senior Legion Class B State Tournament. That pitch will miss. Bunkers misses outside, 1-1. Killing a walk and a strikeout so far today. Had a stolen base in there. Big swing and a miss there. Big swing. 1-2. That pitch will miss outside. 2-2 to Kellen Tucker. Kellen battling against Gage Bunker is a hard thrower. Ooh, there's a strike low and outside, but just above the knee. And it'll be another strikeout for Gage Bunkers. And that'll do it for Volga here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. This can do it. If Volga can hold off a charge by Del Rapids, they will win game number 1 here at the Class B Senior Legion State Tournament. Advance in the winner's bracket. We'll have times for you once we're all done here. Wyatt Hart back out here to pitch the 7th. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, following along. I'm here for the duration. As long as Volga keeps playing through the weekend, I'll be here, even on Monday and Tuesday if they make it through there. I'll be a part of it.
Fans, you can follow the tournament on Game Changer. Again, fans, you can follow through the tournament on Game Changer. Look for the South Dakota American Legion State Class B Senior League Baseball Tournament here in Madison. Again, all the games will be on Game Changer. Thank you.
So Wyatt Hart getting himself ready on the mound.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Del Rapids, the catcher Hayden Kafur.
Hayden Kafur will start up the top of the 7th. Wyatt Hart will start with a strike. For Del Rapids, this is the 8-9 top of the order hitters. So Hayden Kafar, Tommy Lavoie, and AJ Bradenberg all due up. Pitch too low, 1-1. Volga with a 3-1 lead. They could stop a threat here. They will advance in the winner's bracket. Wyatt Hart misses high and inside, 2-1. To Hayden Kafar, the catcher for Del Rapids, post 65, the Phils. Kafar with a fly out and a tapper back to Wyatt Hart so far today. There is a liner, Kellen Tucker chasing, but it's going to end up in right center field. And Dells will start the 7th with a single. So the 9th hitter in the lineup, this is Tommy Lavoie coming to the plate.
Courtesy runner at first base for Del Rapids, number 22, Dawson Bunkers.
Dawson Bunkers, a courtesy runner for the catcher for Dells.
Tommy Lavoie.
Tommy Lavoie with a walk and a fly out so far today. Hart delivers, shows bunt, and Hart's going to miss outside. The balk is called officially. Wyatt Hart didn't take a moment to stop. So with the balk call, Kafar goes up to second base. And now Dell's hitting with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Wyatt Hart misses up high. Want to know the official account since the first one was a balk. So 1-0 to Lavoie. That pitch misses inside. 2-0. Three and 0. Hart's going to miss 4 times, and now runners on first and second with nobody out. And the top of the order coming to the plate. That'll bring Ben Blees out of the dugout. Want to have a conversation with Wyatt Hart up there, making sure that he's okay. Get his head back in it. Give the defense a little strategy as well. We're going to thank a couple of sponsors here since we have a moment. Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter for everything we do here on Saul's Media. CC's Bar and Grill brings us our starting lineups, and also host of our Monday Night Coaches Show, Bell Brands, my regular employer, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. I want to thank GP Auto, Precision Risk Management, and Covenant Sports Group. Health Source Chiropractic, there's one we haven't said yet today. Maybe we'll do that here in a little bit. Advantage Land Company, another one that I missed. Oh, man, we got some sponsors to get through yet. Get through those here as we roll through the inning. So Dell's threatening here in the top of the 7th, down 3-1, but they've got 2 runners on and nobody out. Top of the order, A.J. Brandenburg at the plate. Wyatt Hart misses with that first pitch there. 1-0 to Brandenburg. Misses again. 2-0. Low and inside there. Some moans and groans by the crowd. Whitehart's going to miss outside. 3-0. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Volga 3-1 lead. Dell's threatening. Hart delivers. There's a strike in the inside corner. 3-1 to A.J. Brandenburg. Lifted foul. That'll fill the count. Wyatt Hart in a good battle now. 3-2 to Brandenburg. But nobody out and 2 runners on. Ground ball, shortstop. Stephenson picks that up, fires over to first. That'll be 1 out, but both runners advance. So the ground out does the job as Kafar, who has a Dawson Bunkers as his courtesy runner, gets over to third. Tommy Lavoie over to second. The 6-3 putout by Stephenson to Milton is out number 1. And now Kenny Swanson will step in for Dells. 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out with a 2-run deficit. Wyatt Hart trying to get out of this. Lifted straight up. Schwartz chasing into the netting and will bring that in. A huge out by Reagan Schwartz. Does a great job of throwing off the mask, finding that, getting underneath it, and now with 2 outs, Volga can close this out and advance in the winner's bracket here at the South Dakota Senior Legion Class B state tournament. What a huge out by Schwartz right there. Ryan Brandenburg steps in. He's had a great defensive day today. 1 for 3 at the plate. He's made plays at third base. He's been great at shortstop as well. That is a strike in the outside corner. Wyatt Hart 0-1. High and inside. Brandenburg's got a duck out of the way. Good stop by Schwartz to keep that there. Keep the runners at second and third. 1-1 the count to Brandenburg. Wyatt Hart sets, fires, lifted, straight up. Brett Milton calling for it at third base. And he'll bring it in. Volga is going to win game number 1 here at the Class B South Dakota Senior Legion State Tournament here at Flynn Field in Madison. 3-1. Your finish. A great effort by Volga post 114 as they win game number 1 and will face off tomorrow afternoon. Let me get through that. There was...
We'll have the totals and the next game for these two teams and the next game on this first day in just a moment.
Yeah, so kind of listen to the announcer. You can do just about everything you want. Game number 2 tomorrow. Let's look at a bracket. Let's see what we can find here. A great win, a great pitching effort by Wyatt Hart. Does a great job at the plate today, but as far as a player of the game, I don't really have anything to give a player of the game. Maybe we'll search for that. Trenton Schmidt did a great job today. Quality outs in the outfield, but 2 huge hits. The 2-run single, giving his squad the lead, and then letting his teammates close that out for him. We'll give Trenton Schmidt a player of the game today. Let's bring up the bracket like I was trying to do. There we go. So, the winner of Game 1 is slated to play at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I guess that depends on how quickly we get through everything tonight. These games are... Here's game totals. Here we go.
1 run on 4 hits. No errors, 8 left on base. Taking the loss was Gage Bunkers. For Volga, post 114, 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 6 left on base. Picking up the win in a complete game was Wyatt Hart. Time of the game was 1 hour and 47 minutes. Del Rapids will play in an elimination game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Volga will advance to a winner's bracket game tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Game number 2 will have
So there we go. Volga will play tomorrow afternoon. That's a Saturday afternoon game, 4 o'clock. And they'll play the winner of Groton post 39 and Garrettson post 23. That's the game that's on the deck for right now, actually. I think. Oh, no. Never mind. The game that is on the field right now is not one of our winners. So it's Parkston and Belle Fourche who are going to go at it right now. Volga will play the winner of Groton and Garrettson, and that is a... Oh, boy. That's a start later on tonight. But as far as our game time tomorrow, Volga advances in the winner's bracket. They'll play the winner of Groton and Garrettson. That is slated for 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So, our Volga post 114 boys get a win in game number 1. They'll stay in the winner's bracket 4 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of Groton and Garrettson. We'll see you tomorrow. A fantastic game number 1 here at Flynn Field in Madison, the Class B Senior Legion State Tournament. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for following along. Thanks for being a sponsor of this. We'll thank all of our sponsors once again tomorrow. This little recap brought to us by Advantage Land Company, a fantastic real estate and auction business in downtown Brookings. If your family has any real estate or auction needs, contact Jackson and Megan at 692-2525. Here, boy. We also want to thank Health Source Chiropractic being a sponsor of our halftime shows in all of the other sports that we do. Pain-free is carefree. Get on down to Health Source. They're on 22nd Avenue in Brookings, right across from the Water Tower. Another fantastic sponsor. Congrats to Volga, Post 114 winners in game number 1. And we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock game time. I'll be on a little bit before that. Tune on in right here on Saul's Media. Thanks, everybody, for being a sponsor. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock.